Tonight, an emotional plea from a Chicago mother after her teenage daughter was shot and killed. 18-year-old Deshawnay Yoakum died last weekend after spending days in the hospital following a shooting in Bronzeville earlier this month. She was a senior at Inglewood High School who was getting ready for her upcoming prom and graduation. Tonight, Chicago police say no arrests have been made. Her mother is asking anyone with information to come forward.
18-year-old Deshawnay Yoakum was an ambitious, loving, and joyful young woman who was looking forward to the next chapter in her life. She was a senior at Inglewood High School and was excited about senior pictures and her upcoming prom and graduation. She also just landed her first job at Culver's restaurant. She had dreams of working in the medical field as a CNA, something she always had a passion for, helping others. Deshawnay loved to cheer and also developed a love for dancing, joining the Next Level dance team, performing in front of crowds at the Bud Billiken Parade, an annual summer celebration of youth before schools begin in the fall. She decided to visit a family member's home, as she oftentimes did, never considering that it would be a tragic decision. Around 9:15 a.m. on March 1st, Chicago police were called to a home in the 4500 block of South Drexel in Chicago's Bronzeville neighborhood for reports of a shooting. Upon arrival, they would find an unresponsive teenage girl suffering from a gunshot wound.
The shooting happened around 9:15, according to Chicago police. The victim in this case, we are told, is a 17-year-old girl who was shot in the head at her home. Now, police right now have no suspects in custody. Police are still out here gathering as much evidence and information as they can, talking to a lot of people who were around when the teen was shot. Witnesses out here on the scene. Again, there were quite a few of them. They are telling us that they believe that the suspect knew the victim's relative in some way, shape, or form. Still trying to get that all sorted out with police. They have not confirmed any of this information at this time. Of course, it's still real early on in the investigation.
The victim was identified as Deshawnay Yoakum, who was 17 at the time of the shooting, but was sadly turned 18 while fighting for her life. She was transported to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where she would pass away 10 days later after succumbing to a gunshot wound to the head. According to investigators, the details aren't clear, but on March 1st, Deshawnay was visiting a cousin at her Bronzeville apartment. According to her cousin, she found her shot inside of the apartment. Witnesses at the scene believe the suspect is someone familiar to the cousin. However, this has not been confirmed or denied. Deshawnay's family says the cousin, who is a mother of 4, could be afraid to disclose what happened, something they completely understand. However, they are hoping that members of the Bronzeville community will come forward with details about who shot her. Her mother says she just wants answers. It wasn't long ago her mom said they were dancing and looking forward to their birthdays happening right around the same time. Now, instead of helping her daughter get ready for prom and celebrating her graduation and many accomplishments, she now has to plan a funeral, something she struggles to understand. Deshawnay's younger sister is also having a hard time coming to grips with the reality of the loss of her older sister, and her younger brother, grief-stricken, has yet to return to school since her murder.
Family members of 18-year-old Deshawnay Yoakum are trying to cope with her loss while also pleading for answers and any information that can help them get justice. She fought for her life for 10 days before she died from her injuries.
She didn't deserve this.
Artemis Pruitt says the pain is indescribable. She should be helping her daughter, Deshawnay Yoakum, get ready for prom and graduation, but instead, she's now planning her funeral.
My baby was full of spirit. She wasn't mean, she wasn't evil. She was not.
On the morning of March 1st, police were called to the area of 45th and South Drexel after the 18-year-old was found shot in the head. Her mom says it was at the home of a family member where this happened, but that they still don't have any answers or justice.
Just speak up. Just speak up. Anonymous tip, I don't care what y'all do. Just speak up for my baby.
Pruitt says her daughter not only fought for her life for days in the hospital, but she also turned 18 while she was there, a milestone they celebrated, but one that should have looked much different for this Inglewood High School senior.
Why you hurt my baby?
Pruitt wants people to remember her daughter as a loving young woman who was full of life and loved helping others.
She lit up a room. She did.
Family says Yoakum loved to cheer and was a majorette-style dancer, performing in the Bud Billiken Parade for more than 6 years.
My baby was devoted to them. She loved them. She danced in the parade.
It wasn't long ago her mom says they were dancing together, looking forward to their 2 birthdays happening right around the same time.
I didn't know that was going to be my last dance. That's my last dance. Y'all killed my baby.
As of right now, there have been no arrests or motives in the case, and police are urging anyone with information leading to an arrest to come forward. The case remains ongoing.